What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So yesterday was a bit of a bummer because I was recording a video. I recorded a video and then I must have dropped the USB that connects the microphone that's here to the phone when you're recording a video for better audio. And so I'm recording this on another phone I have. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'll order a new one, but it's just really annoying. I'm like, how did I lose that? So I have to take better precautions in the future. But anyway, the topic of this video is stop trying to convince the past that you have changed. People in your past don't want to see the growth in you. So you're out here trying to do positive things, make positive movements, and people you knew before or people you know presently don't want to see it. They want you to stay in that box. Humans are creatures of habit, so they like to put things in boxes, when in reality the universe is constant change. So they have an idea in their head about what you are. They create a little box in their mind and they're keeping you in that box, and they want to keep you in that box because it's too strenuous to have to consider the change in people on a constant basis. So you were that guy who worked a 9-to-5 job, and there's nothing against, there's nothing wrong with that, and you had no ambition outside of that, and you did your job, you came home, you watched some TV, you ordered a takeaway, and that was your night every night, and that was your day every day. And then one day you wake up with some fire in the belly and you say, I'm gonna take the steps to start my own business. And you think, because people talk a good game, man, people talk a good game. They'd be like, yeah, chase your dreams, do X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. But when you actually put your money where your mouth is and take the steps to actually do that, you're met with animosity, resistance, and people in your past, or people who you know now, and people who you think will get behind you, they don't get behind you like that for the most part. And you've changed. You used to get up 5 minutes before work and do a day's work and then just go home and chill. That was what you were about. And now you're getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning and you're doing your thing, and you're growing every day, you're learning, you're growing, you're pushing yourself to the limit, and people don't like that. A lot of people in your past, they're not gonna like it. And a lot of people now, they're not gonna like it because you're demonstrating that you're trying to move out of the situation that you're all in together in the eye. I mean, you're not all in it together. We all have our own reality. We all exist on our own terms. But obviously, you're all in the same situation together and you're trying to break out of it. They like the idea, they fantasize about breaking out of their situation, but when push comes to shove, they haven't got the work rate to actually implement the changes and do it. So you're actually demonstrating you have what it takes to do it. And they don't take to that. Trying to get some water. They don't take to that at all. They don't take to that. So you're out here demonstrating that you have what it takes to reach the next step and the next level. And you're getting up at 6 a.m. You're coming home from work, and instead of watching TV, instead of watching other people who did it, you're trying to do it yourself. You're working on spreadsheets, you're working on business plans, you're working on whatever it is you're doing, market knowledge, advertising. And your people are still on that same old attitude, get home from work or get home from school or whatever, day's done, and they just want to laze out. And I'm not saying there's anything bad with that. In fact, sometimes I wish I did that more. But you're demonstrating that you have what it takes to reach the next step. And people in your past, they don't want to see that in you. And so you're acting like the people on the TV who are achieving greatness. You're acting like the people who are going to get somewhere in life. And people around you who knew you before this are treating you like you're that same guy. And they're also discouraging you and shaming you and coming out with comments like, why do you think you can do this? Or who are you to be striving for X, Y, and Z? And this shaming language is so common. I've had so many people feedback me that this is what they receive when they try and reach the positive. They try and reach the next level in their life and they try and search for something better. So many people have given me the same feedback for me to think that this is a stereotypical human behavior for those who don't want to grow. They want to stop other people growing to make themselves feel better. Because here's the secret. Here's the secret. People who don't want to grow do actually want to grow. Or let me put it a better way. People who don't want to put the work in to grow do want the better to reach the better stage in life. I'm going to say that again. People who don't want to put in the work to grow still want the results. People who don't want to put the work in to grow still want the results. You are demonstrating that you are trying to put in that work to grow, and therefore your likelihood of achieving the results are higher, and they don't like it because you're doing what they're not prepared to do. And so they're not going to treat you with that respect because they would rather treat someone they don't know, never met them before, don't care about them with respect. They will treat people they don't know, they've never met them before. They're inaccessible. That person will walk past them in the street and not even look at them or acknowledge them. They would rather treat that person with respect. But they don't want to treat you with respect when you're striving for greatness. And you got to think about that for a second. So are these people really worth stopping? You're striving, you're achieving and growing? No, of course not. And there's no point trying to convince these people to change their perception of you. I've had to learn this. I've given up. Like, I don't give up on many things in life, but I have given up trying to change people's perception because I rather just do my own thing. I rather just get on with it. I rather let my results speak than or let people make their own minds up, because you're never going to even convince anyone. You might think you're successful, someone else might think you're not successful. You might think you have money, someone else with more money might think you got no money. Stop trying to convince people out here. But you will never convince people in the past. You will never convince people who knew you before you started trying to grow that you are a different person now, and you will never get them to treat you differently. They will either do it because you've absolutely made it, like, because it's not even like, they won't even do it when you're halfway there, you know, when you're a little bit successful. They will only do it when you have left no doubt and you are a millionaire or you are a billionaire or you are a leader in your field, you are respected. That's when they will show you that respect. But by that point, everyone else is already respecting you. They'll be the last in line. But that aside, you will never convince people in your past, people who knew you before the growth, to treat you with respect. You won't convince them that you've changed. Stop trying. It's a waste of time. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Hit the notification bell to get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's a link for that in the description with that. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the next one.